Agannama. Agannama. Tamasasparam. Agannama. Tamasasparam. Agannama Tamasasparam. Yajurveda 12.73. 12.73. Aganma Tamasaha Param. Can you split it? Aganma Tamasaha Param. Param is a limit. Tamasaha Param. The limit of darkness. The root for tamas is tamu glanau. Tamu glanau. That's a state of confusion, a state of uncertainty. That is glani. So it all happens because we don't have the required light. Physical light also is okay. The light of knowledge is also okay. Tamasaha param. Aganma, we shall transcend. We shall transcend the limit of ignorance or darkness. We shall transcend, we shall overcome the limit of darkness, the limit of ignorance, foolishness, not knowing things. It's easy to understand, no difficulty at all. All confusion, all problems, all difficulties, it's all because of our lack of knowledge. Tamu glanau. We don't want to be in such a state. We don't want to be in such a condition of confusion, anxiety, uncertainty, no clarity. Let's overcome it. We shall do it. We shall do it. To overcome it, we should be able to understand the limit of it. And we should cross over and we are in light. Gamulra gatav, aganma, gamulra gatav. So what Aganma says that we shall do it, that is with our efforts. With our efforts. This I have been telling again and again. Nothing will happen automatically. Nobody will come and just bless us and we will be over it. No. There's no such thing. We have to work for it. And as a result of our arduous work or perseverance, yes, all this will happen. That's what Vedas call it as Purushartha. Purusha doesn't mean male. Again and again I have been telling. Purusha is the soul that resides in the Sharira, Pura, that Sharira. That soul is called as Purusha. And it is above gender. So Purushartha is the goal and the effort that the soul puts in. Prayatna. Purusha Prayatna. And because of that only, because of effort only, which is deliberate with knowledge, yes, we'll be able to cross over the ignorance, the darkness, the lack of knowledge. Aganma Tamasaha Param. We shall transcend, cross over its limits. Tamasaha Param. Param is to cross over, to transcend the limits. It binds us, a crossover that binding. It holds us with a fence, we jump over the fence. And this is our prayer, this is our determination, and this is our effort. Purushartha. Aganma Tamasaha Param. Yajurveda 12.73. So in tune with this, the very next mantra, a piece of it says, the same mantra, next sentence it says, Jyotirapama, Jyotirapama. Same 12.73. Jyotirapama, Jyotirapama, Jyotihi Apama. Apama is apalra vyapto. We shall feel it in our lives. What is it? Jyotihi, opposite of tamas. Dyudhyutau, Jyotihi. The root is Dyudhyutau. Now, definitely, physical light is also okay, but more than that, we are speaking of the light of knowledge. Let the light of knowledge fill us up, fill our lives. Let darkness go, let the light be filled up. Jyotir apama. Let it expand. Apama, vyapto. Let it expand, let it cover our lives. Jyotihi apama. Jyotihi apama is from a positive view. Aganma tamasaha param is in the negative view. What is negative we will overcome. What is positive we will take it into our lives. Both should happen simultaneously. Jyotihi apama, apara vyapta. Next one. Kasmai devaya havisha vidhema. Kasmai devaya havisha vidhema. Yajurveda 12.102. 12.102. Kasmai devaya havisha vidhema. Kasmai devaya havisha vidhema. A lot of confusion has happened on this Veda mantra. That too, in particularly, that kasmai. So the basic word there is kaha. Kaha, kasmai. Kasmai is Chaturthi Vibhakti of that kaha. Kasmai devaya havisha vidhema. Now, this kaha has got two things. One is a common noun and it asks a question, who? Kaha. Saha kaha. Who is that? Saha Ramaha. He is Rama. So there kaha is an interrogative word. It says, which asks who. So this is one meaning. Another meaning is kaha iti sukha nama. That's from Nirutta. Kaha iti sukha nama, ananda nama. So there is no question there. Kaha means that which is ananda, ananda swarupa. That's also kaha. So the one who is Satyananda, to him shall be our obeisance, shall be our prostrations. So there is no question, there is no confusion. Now here the confusion is to whom we shall pray. Kasmai devaya havisha vidhema. To whom we shall pray. So many interpret as the people who follow Vedas are in confusion. They don't know whom to pray. Because there are a multitude of gods and goddesses. You got thousands and crores of goddesses and gods. A multitude, a gallery of gods and goddesses. So they don't know whom to worship. They are in doubt. Shall I worship this god? Shall I worship that god? Shall I worship this goddess? Shall I worship this goddess? It's a big problem for them. So they are in confusion. And that confusion is reflected in this sentence. Kaha devaya Havisha Vidhema. Which god or goddess shall I worship? Now, this is understanding the basic fundamental concepts of Veda. It's very clear, we have seen elsewhere many, many times that there is only one God, Satchanda is one and only one. So there's no question of gallery or multitude of gods and goddesses. It's all Puranic. It's not in the Vedas. Sa yesha ekaha, ekavrit, eka eva. Like that, so many things we have seen. God is one, Satchanda is one. And there is no second. Advitiya. So when that is very clear, there's no confusion which God to worship. There is only one God, and that God is formless. That God is formless. We worship that one God which is formless, which is omnipresent, omnipotent, and omniscient. We are very clear about it. There is no confusion at all. Vedas have been digging it into our minds again and again and again. So, understanding Kaha as an interrogative word, which asks a question, which God to worship is not agreeable, is not acceptable, is not right. And what is left is the other one, Kaha iti Sukhanama. God who is Ananda Swarupa, him only we worship. Him only we worship. Many who call themselves as Vedic scholars have explained this piece of Veda mantra as which God. They are in confusion. In particular, the foreign commentators. Foreign commentators, they have gone wrong. Or maybe deliberately they have misled, whatever it may be. That also has happened. They wanted to show the whole philosophy of Veda in low esteem. So deliberately they have misinterpreted and misguided. So things also have happened in history. So that doesn't fit here. It's very clearly that it is Ananda Swarupa, Sukha Swarupa, Satchidananda is the one whom we worship, and that is only one and one and one. Kasmai Devaya Havisha Vidhema. How do you worship? Havisha. That's also important. Havisha. Havisha is the complementary concept of yajna. What we share in yajna is called as havis. Pu danadanayoho adanecha. With our gives and takes. And because it is related to yajna, all our give and take has to be the best. So, to understand the concept of give and take, we will understand the interdependency of things in the world. Between people and other creatures, between creatures and nature. I got a big chain of give and take. And we shall do our best while giving and taking. We give the best, we take as little as possible for our need. The whole cycle runs comfortably and harmoniously. That is Havisha. That is real prayer, that is real puja, that's real worship. Any other form of worship, what we see around us today, say offering fruits, offering flowers, offering arati, all these things, they are not at all there in the Vedas. They never accept it, they never prescribe it. They say whatever you do, if you do it in the yajnik way, with an attitude of yajna, that itself is your puja. Yaj deva puja sangate karana daneshu is the root of it. No other puja is required. Wholeheartedly, you do your job. That's enough. That is puja. Any work what you do it in the best way possible, that is your puja. Now, for those who are accustomed to other forms of puja, to accept this and follow it, it may appear a bit difficult. Yes. But this is the truth. The reason also is very simple. God is not a bhoktru. Bhoktru is one who takes it, one who consumes it. He is only a witness. He is a sakshi. I may give fruits, I may give flowers, I may give coconut, I may give this, I may give that, but God never accepts it because He is not a bhoktru. Bhoktru is one who enjoys it, one who consumes it, one who eats it. No, He is only a Sakshi Bhuta. How do you say Anashnannanyo Abhicha Kashiti? That's piece of Veda mantra. There are two Chetanas, consciousness. One is a consciousness which has got limited expansion, limited expanse, limited power, limited knowledge. There's another one which has got all unlimited things. One is Alpa Chetana, another one is Vishnu. There are two Chetanas. Among these two Chetanas, there is some difference. Tayoho Anyaha Pippalam Swadu Atti. Tayoho, between those two. Tayoho Anyaha Pippalam Swadu Atti. So it consumes, it eats all that which is sweet. It wishes to eat all that is sweet. Swadu Atti. Atti means Adubhakshane. Tayoranyaha Swad Atti Swad Pippalam. Tayoranya Swad Pippalam Atti. Anyaha, the other one, Abhichaka Shiti. Anashnan Abhichaka. Anashnan means without consuming anything, without eating anything. It is just Abhichaka Shiti, will be witness, will be seeing it. It's a very clear thing what I got about God. Two Chetanas, one Chetana is part of the world and it eats and gives, takes and gives. The other one is just a Sakshi. It has established all the rules and systems in the world. And once it is over, it is just a witness. The whole world runs according to the system. The system is on. And it has no work now. It's omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient, right? And at the same time, it is just a Sakshi Bhuta. Just remains as a witness. Anashnannanyo Abhichakashiti. When this is very clear in the Vedas, offering this and that to God is meaningless. And that too, we offer it before idols. Idol itself is not God. God is formless. And whatever we are offering God, maybe fruits or flowers or whatever it is all given to us for proper use, for give and take. God doesn't need it and God doesn't take it back. It's given for us. If at all we have got any respect, any gratitude towards God for having received all these things, protect them, don't pollute them, and make the proper use of it. That's fine. That is puja. Proper use, the best use. That is yajna. That is Deva Puja. So there is no confusion here. So here, Kasmai Devaya Havisha Vidhema, it says our offerings and our obeisance, our respects are to that one Ananda Swarupa, Sukha Swarupa God. But for God, there is no other thing which is worthy of our worship, it is worthy of our gratitude. Because whatever we have got, everything, Sharir Indra Manas, the system, this whole thing, it's all the gift of God. And God is one. There's no doubt about it. So all our gratitude, all our respects are to that one God who is Ananda Swarupa. And has created such a system where if we follow it rightly, we become eligible to experience that Ananda of God. That's His greatness. He will see that we also experience that Ananda over a long period. That's what we call it as moksha or mukti or salvation, whatever it is. No confusion about it. It's very clear. There's one God. We worship that God through our thoughts, actions, and words being the best, and become eligible for experiencing Ananda. And all gifts what we have received, it's all gift of God. There's no giving it back to God. Instead, we make the proper use of it. That is real worship. We have failed. We have understood it differently. Either we light a lamp, we light a candle or something before God and say, this is my worship. And what about my routine work, thoughts, words, and actions? All nonsense. No, he doesn't need light. He is the light of the whole world. He doesn't need banana because everything belongs to him. It's already in him. So he doesn't need anything extra. If something is out of him, maybe he needs it. But the whole world is occupied, omnipresent. He is there in everything. Everything is in him. There's no shortage in him. He doesn't need anything. There is no need at all. He is Nitya Trupta. One is satisfied and contented always. That's another quality. But we understand whole things differently and say, if I give something, he will give me more. It is not devotion. It's not worship. It is pure business. That's what we're doing. I'll give you this. I'll offer you this. You give me this. Or the other way around, you give me this, then I'll offer you this. Such offerings are not there. God is not in need of anything. Everything is His. We have got mantra. We have got mantra to support this sentence also. You can take that. Hiranyagarbha Samavartata agre. Samavartata agre. Hiranyagarbha Samavartata agre. Yajurveda 13.4. 13.4. It's exactly what I explained just now. Hiranyagarbha Samavartata agre. From the beginning, you are there. Agre, and you are at the lead. You are leading us. You are leading us and you are there always. How? Hiranyagarbha. Garbha is the womb. Common sentence. Another one is, it is under your control. Garbha, gribhi, grahane. Grahane. It's under your control. It is with you. It's in you. What is that? Hiranya. The colloquial meaning Hiranya is gold. But in the Vedic language, it is an abbreviation, Hitam Ramaniyam. Hitam Ramaniyam. What that is Hita and what that is Ramaniya. Hita is that which is favorable, congenial, pleasurable. Ramaniya is what is auspicious. What is worthy to be possessed. Hitam Ramaniyam. All that is Hitam, all that is Ramaniyam is already there in you. Whatever you have got in you, it's all Hitam and Raini. You are Hiranyagarbha. Everything is in you. And all that is in you is pleasurable. All that is in you is favorable. All that is in you is auspicious. And you are at the lead. You are leading us. From the beginning, throughout. Samavartata. Avartata means continuous. There is no break. Ritu vartane. That's the root. Samavartata. In a holistic way, everything is in you and you exist eternally. And you are supreme. Agre. Supreme. You are the supreme. You are eternal. And all encompassing. And what is it you have in you? Hitam Ramaniyam. Hiranyagarbha Samavartata agre. Samavartata agre. So what is less for the Satchidananda? Nothing is less. Everything is His. And what all that God has got, it's all Hitam or Ramaniyam. Hitam favorable, Ramaniyam enjoyable. What does He need? What does Satchidananda need from us? Nothing. What all He has got, we need it. We require it. But we are not able to establish a system to receive it, to enjoy it. So that system also He has created. Okay, the system is there. Do I know how the system works? No, I'm ignorant. I'm not omniscient. Has given us all the guidance also about the system. That's His Veda. So He says, the system works like this. This is the nut, this is the bolt. This is a brake, this is accelerator. You run the machine. Has given that knowledge also. And he's also told us very clearly, if you operate it rightly, you get this reward. If you don't operate it rightly, you'll be punished like this. This is a price you have to pay. Everything is done. Everything is done. The only thing left for us is to know it and work accordingly. And who will be benefited? It's me only who will be benefited. It's not for the benefit of Satchidananda. He's so generous. He has set up the whole system. He's given the knowledge of the whole system. He inspires us to follow the system and the rules and regulations. And finally, he says it's for your benefit only. You are in search of Ananda, you get it. And he has got nothing, he has no expectation out of it. He needs nothing. Because everything is already in him. Everything. 100%, without exception. Hiranyagarbha samavartata agre. He is supreme, agre. Everything is there. Samavartata, without break, eternally he is there. And he has got hitam ramaniyam. Everything that is hitam and ramaniyam, worthy, beautiful, wonderful, useful, utilitarian, enjoyable, everything is in him. It's only that we have to deserve and get it. That's all the thing. If you deserve, yes, it is ours. We are in need of it. And best we deserve, that's Ananda. Without the problems of getting into birth and death cycle. Can escape that and enjoy that Ananda for a long, long, long period. Everything is available. The only thing is how we get it, how we follow it, how we adopt it. That's all. How we practice it. Upon it, everything will be decided. Things are ready, system is ready, guidance is ready. We have to put our little effort. That's all. And that little effort also should not be blind. It should be with understanding and knowledge. So beautiful is the system. And here it says, Hiranyagarbha samavartata agre. He is supreme. It's everywhere, continuous, eternal, and all that we need, hitam ramaniyam, it's all there. In its garbha. Garbha means so close to it. It occupies everything and it is in everything. Hiranyagarbha samavartata agre. Samradeko virajati. Samradeko virajati. This also complementary to what we are discussing just now. Kasmai devaya havisha vidhema. Complementary. Samradeko virajati. Virajati shines. It's omnipresent. Samrat. That's what we're discussing. Agre. Samrat. Samrat is the sovereign power. It's a sovereign power throughout the world, throughout the universe. And how it is? Ekaha. Samrat Ekaha Virajati. He shines as the one and the only supreme power in the whole universe. Samrat. He is the emperor. He is the emperor. One and only emperor. Samrat Ekaha Virajati. It's very clear. Now this Ekaha, Ekaha, Eka is emphasized again and again, and let there be no confusion that there are gods and goddesses. No. There is one emperor, and that is Satchidananda. Over. Even in this mantra it is there. Just now we saw that. Hiranyagarbha samavartatagre. The continuation of it says, Bhutasya jataha patihi eka asit. That also is. Bhutasya jataha patireka asit. Same mantra. Hiranyagarbha samavartatagre. Bhutasya jataha patihi eka asit. Jatasya bhutaha. All that is there, which is created. The soul is not created, but for the sake of the soul, the Sharindra Manas is created. All such creatures in different forms. For all that, Jataha bhutasya patihi ekasit. Pati is protector, parakshane. Colloquial Sanskrit, pati means husband. That's not there here. Of course, the husband in a household is a protector of the house. That's why he is called as pati. Pati he is not husband, but the one who protects. That's the basic meaning of it. Pati he eka asit. Eka asit. Under confusion could be there. Asit is a past tense. Asit, that word asit is a past tense. Now, does it mean God was the protector of all the world? And what about now? This also is a small confusion which many people raise. But there's no confusion. When we are using some verb, it is always associated with tense. Without tense, I cannot use a verb. It should be past tense or present tense or future tense. I have to do it. So it is the limitation of my language. So because of the limitation of my language, I have assigned to that verb some tense. It could be past tense, present tense, or future tense. But that doesn't mean that it was there and now it is not there, it will not be there. Such a thing is not there. It's a limitation of the language when I am speaking about Satchidananda. Elsewhere also we have seen this. God is referred to in masculine, feminine, neuter gender. It's my limitation of the language. When I use a noun, it should be associated with some gender, he, she, or it. So some gender I assign to it, without which I cannot use my noun. Just because I have assigned masculine gender to my word, it doesn't mean the one who is denoted by that word, that is God, is masculine. Or because my word is feminine, it doesn't mean God is feminine. Because my word is neuter, it doesn't mean God is neuter. God is above gender. Several times I have explained. God is referred to in masculine, feminine, and neuter gender. All the three genders have been applied. It's very clear that God is above gender. Because gender is a feature of the physical structure. Sharira, Indriya, Manas. God is formless. Soul also is above gender. But is referred to he, she, or it because it resides in one form and that form has got gender. There shall be no confusion at all. Soul is above gender. Super soul, supreme soul is also above gender. That's with reference to noun. With reference to verb, it is eternal. Anadi Ananta. Soul is also Anadi Ananta. Satchidananda is also Anadi Ananta. So though there is this word which refers to past tense, because of limitation of my language, it doesn't mean God was there, now he is not there. No. It is there always. Not only that. It's not that it is eternal. Of course, soul is also eternal. But soul runs in the birth and death cycle, or maybe sometimes in salvation. But it is always in a state of bliss. And it is eternal. So there is no question of time, binding of time to it. It is the creator of time. It is beyond time. Kala Tita. Satchidananda is Kala Tita. So I cannot apply any time to it. And how it will be being above time? It will be the same thing always, as fresh and green as it was. It is like the same thing, and even after crores of years, it will be equally fresh and green. So what is the word we use for it? We have seen many times. Pranava. Pranava. Nava is fresh, green, new. Pra, in the best way possible. So God is also referred to as pra plus nava, which is equal to pranava. This way I see. Pranava. What is called pranava? It's always fresh and green. No change, no effect of time on it. Time is under the rule of pranava. But pranava or Sachanda is above the effect of time. Time cannot touch it. The impact of time, the effect of time is there on we, Sachit and Sat. So all these things are the basic concepts what we find in the Vedas. And if you understand these basic concepts, there will be no confusion at all. It could be Asit, Asti, Bhavishyati. Okay, fine. Wherever time has a role to play, yes, these gets meaning. Past tense, present tense, and future tense. But where something is beyond time, I'm to use some tense, I use it, but doesn't mean that it applies to it. It doesn't apply. Patihi Eka Asit. It is one and the only protector of all creatures. Bhutasya Jataha Patihi Eka Asit. It's one and only one. Samradeko Virajati. Same thing. This feature also I've explained several times. That is, in Vedas, we don't find any contradiction at all. We have got 20,000 odd mantras, and nowhere, that's taking all the 4 Vedas together, 20,000 and odd mantras, nowhere we find that they are contradictory. Saying something here, saying the opposite elsewhere. No. No contradiction. It is contradiction free. It is a challenge. Anybody can study all these things and find out and say, no, there is some contradiction here. They are free to show it. But people have been trying since thousands of years and not even one contradiction has been found out. It's contradiction free. It's a very, very great quality in the Vedas, which you don't find in any other source of knowledge in the world. In any other religious book, religious text, in any other spiritual text, you don't find it. But for Vedas, there you find some contradiction, something which gives us some confusion, tells us the opposite thing. The reason is also very simple. Veda is a product of that omniscient God. Whereas all the religious texts, spiritual texts and other things what we have, they are all man-made. And every human being has got his own limitation. So because of limitation, contradiction may creep in. We are not amazed about it. It's the creation of a human being, yes. Because of the human limitations, such things could happen. But when it is the product of the omniscient, yes, that's the other way around. Because it is contradiction free, it's a product of the omniscient. Or it's omniscient who created this, and therefore it is contradiction free. Either way, it's all right. Converse is also true. Whatever is created by God is perfect to the core. Perfect, 100%. Everything. It could be anything. The systems, the 5 elements, Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Jala, Prithvi. Everything is perfect to the core. Because we are not able to understand the secrets of it, the system in it, we find that certain things are random for us. But nothing is random. It's perfect to the core, 100%. Because the one who created this is omniscient. But many philosophies, many schools of thought on creation of this world and spirituality say, God created something, he was not happy, he created it again, he was not happy, he improvised it, and finally this is what he got. No, that's the work of a lay person. He is omniscient. So nothing like that. At one shot, he created everything perfectly well. Such versions is not there or not there. It's version 1 and 1 ever. That is Sachanda, that is omniscient. Perfect. And all this is created by one entity called God. And he is the supreme. And he shines as that one supreme emperor in the whole universe. Samradeko Virajati. He is the emperor, one and the only emperor, and he shines in everything. Everything is in him, he is in everything. Samradeko Virajati 12.117. Samradeko Virajati, Yajurveda 12.117. Next. Krunushva Pajaha. Krunushva Pajaha. That is Yajurveda 13.9. Krunushva Pajaha. Krunushva Dukri Karane. Pajaha. Paja iti balanama. Paja means bala. Paja. You are from South Canara, right?
Yes.
Which place?
Suratkal.
So if you are from South Canara, you must have heard another place called as Pajaka.
I have heard.
Pajaka. That's the birthplace of the great seer Madhvacharya. Pajaka, that Paja is this one. Paja is Balanama. Pajaka, where the strength is created and given, that place is called as Pajaka. So we have heard that word Pajaka. The meaning of it is the one where we get strength, where strength is created. Of course, this is a holy place now by identifying it as the birthplace of Madhvacharya, Pajaka. Paja is Balanama. Paja is Balanama. And that word has got its root in Veda. Krunushva Pajaha. Instill in me that strength. Get me that strength. Krunushva Pajaha. My prayer to Sachanda is give me that strength. Now when I say strength, Bala, it doesn't mean only physical strength, we are clear about it. When you say strength, when you say health, when you say other things, it refers to the body, the mind, and the soul. Strengthen my soul, strengthen my mind, strengthen my body. Let it become strong. Krunushva Pajaha. Make it strong. So a strong body, a strong mind, and a strong spirit, yes, it can do wonders. But because of samskara and karma phala, there will be so many weaknesses in all the three. From the samskara point of view, we will have our own weaknesses in the soul. And because of our hereditary and other so many factors, yes, the body and mind also will be weak, not strong enough. But our prayer is to make all the three strong, body, mind, and soul. We are ready to work for it. You want guidance. Yes, it is there in the Vedas. You do it. Strengthen your body, strengthen your mind, strengthen your soul. And that's our regular prayer. Krunushva Pajaha. Krunushva Pajaha. And what is it? We get it as an outcome. As an outcome, a strong body, yes, it will survive for a long time. The longevity. We can live for 100 plus years. And more we live, yes, we got more opportunity to good deeds and strengthen our soul and purify our soul. I have to live more and do good deeds. As much as live. If I live for one extra moment, I may think well, and the benefit of that one moment will be to me. What about mind? If the mind becomes strong, I can think cogently, I can think harmoniously, I can think humanly, I can think with all nobility. That's the strength of the mind. Instead of harboring in my mind anger, jealousy, avariciousness, instead of that, I harbor in my mind good thoughts, welfare of all, selfless things. That is the strength of the mind. I overcome all my selfishness and do things selflessly. That's great. That's a great opportunity. And what about the strength and purity of the soul? The very purpose of human life is that, to gain it. So once we gain it, yes, we become deserving for the ananda, for the bliss. We can get out of this birth and death cycle and be in a state of bliss and peace for a long, long time. So the strength of body, the strength of mind, the strength of soul ultimately takes us closer to a state of peace and bliss. And we are all searching for that. That search is eternal in us. It is innate in us. It is embedded in every soul. Pranashva Pajaha. So we're after that strength. Weaknesses pull us down. Weaknesses pull us down, and these weaknesses take us into confusion. Weakness of the body. Our life will be shortened. We cannot live long. Weakness of your mind. No clarity, confusion, ignorance. Weakness of the spirit. Take birth again and again and again, get an opportunity to strengthen it. So you'll be just running in this circle of birth and death, as though it is eternal. That's the weakness of the impurity of the soul. But Kranishya Pajaha is a wonderful guideline for us. It's a wonderful prayer of us. It's a wonderful determination for us to overcome all these weaknesses. I want strength. I want to be strong physically, mentally, and spiritually. And that is my only solace. That's my only way to experience peace and bliss. Pranashva Pajaha. Yajurveda 13.9, 13.9. 13th chapter, 9th mantra. From that a piece is taken, Pranashva Pajaha. Urdhvo bhava. It appears as an extension of what we all discussed just now. Urdhvo bhava. 13.13. 13.13. Reach higher heights. Urdhvo bhava. Reach higher heights. When we use words like this, higher, lower, front, back, forward, backward, they are relative in nature. So what is urdhva? So it depends. Comparing with something which is at a lower level, it is urdhva. Comparing with something which is still higher, it is not urdhva, it is nicha. So how do you define it? It becomes very subjective and it becomes very relative. That's a problem always. When you say good, bad, right, wrong, papa, punya, they're all things which are relative and subjective. But Vedas always try their best to remove that relativity and remove that subjectivity. It makes things as objective as possible. What is urdhva? Udkrama, get up and move. Uddhyana, higher levels. It speaks about. So it is not in the physical sense we should take this urdhva, nisha, rinisati. What are the physical things? Because only when we consider the physical world, yes, it is relative and subjective. But when we take it spiritually, we have no such country, it becomes objective in nature. The purpose of life is to experience peace and bliss. It's there for every creature, every Atma. That is a search for every Atma. Now, closer you are to that state, it's not a physical condition. It's not a physical height. It's not a physical height or low. That state of peace and bliss is our goal. And closer we come to it is called as progress, is called as what takes us towards it is called as punya, and that is a higher level. What contributes to the state of peace and bliss. That is right. What takes us away from that state is papa, wrong, nicha, fall down, anything. Now, when I explain this in terms of the state of peace and bliss, it is the same for all. There is no subjectivity. It's objective. Whatever takes you closer to it, yes, that's progress. Whatever takes me away from that is digress. And what takes you and me also closer to that peace and bliss is the same. There's no difference. You also have to follow the same thing. I also have to follow the same thing. I have to adopt and do the same thing. You have to do the same thing. It is not subjective, it's objective. That is a path. Whether you take it or whether I take it, you have to take the same path. And that path is also one. Nanya pantha ayanaya vidyate. I have seen several times. There's only one path, and everyone else has to take that side. Whether we know it or not, whether we like it or not, whatever it is, the path is one. If you want to reach that goal, the path you have to take the same one. It's highly objective. And it's a state, it's not a physical position. It speaks about high-low. If you are closer to that state, yes, that is progress, that is punya. If you are away from it, that is papa, that is wrong. It's a wonderful thing that such relative things which are subjective in nature have been objectivized, have been converted to objectivity. That's a very great thing here. It's a state. It's not a place. It's a condition. It's not a height physically. If it is physical, yes, it is relative and subjective. If it is a state or condition, then it's totally different. It's objective and very clear, and one and the only path for every Atma, for every Sachit. No difference, no partiality. A direction is given, the path is shown. How well we tread that path, it's in our hands. It's our effort. More the effort we put, we'll be closer. More callous we are, we're away from it. Simple. Even this closer and near also, they are not physical in nature. We take near and closer also as physical, will be in confusion. Near and closer with that state, with that condition. Am I able to experience that condition? A little, very much. Little is far away, very much is closer. That's how I understand it. Even the closer and nearer also are not physical in nature, are not relative, are not subjective. It all depends upon our experience. Are able to experience it? How much? A little more. More is closer, little is farther. That's all. So Vedas always try to overcome the subjectivity and relativity and make it more absolute and objective. That's the beauty of it. It defines so. Including this piece of the Veda mantra, what you are saying, Urdhva Bhava. Urdhva Bhava. You be closer to the state. Urdhva is not physical, I repeat, is not subjective. Be closer to the condition of bliss and peace. Urdhva Bhava. Okay, enough for the day. There are many such things, numerous things. One life is not sufficient to understand the concepts. More than that, application of it and experiencing it. It's not just knowing whatever you know, I have to apply and find out the results of it. I got enormous things. Okay, whatever life is given to, whatever span of life we have got in our life, we'll make the best choices to know the right things and to implement it seriously, honestly in our lives and be blessed with that. Okay, thank you all. Namaste.